Welcome back to the channel, everybody. All of us together in the same room. It's been a while. How have we been, boys?
Good.
Been a while. The stars have aligned. We're all in the same room together recording.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be doing the top 10 Premier League surprise packages. Not necessarily signings, just players who have surprised us.
Yeah.
So without further ado, should we get into it? Go from 10th to 1st?
Let's go for it.
Right, so in 10th, I've got Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
That's it.
The reason why is because he's nearly 40, he's 37, and he's got 4 goals already. Obviously, he's not the best in the league, but you think the quality of the Leicester side, and his last Premier League goal return across the whole season was 3. So to do better than his overall tally, for me, just speaks a lot.
I'd even just go to say the way that Leicester play football does not suit Vardy at all. So the way he's got 4 goals in that Leicester system actually really helps.
And he hasn't got that pace anymore, so he's got to use his brain more than anything else now. And obviously, he's adapted well, and he's just a fine-tuned striker now, isn't he?
That season, the Championship done him well.
Yeah.
Who have we got as our number 10, boys?
In 10th, I've got David Raya.
Okay.
I don't like him.
I feel like he's sort of staked the claim to be one of the best in the league now. I feel like he's in the conversation for the Alissons, Edisons, all of that. I think he's done really well. He's come a long way. Since that Ramsdale Raya sort of thing, you can clearly see that Arteta made the right choice in terms of...
going off Southampton.
Yeah, look at Ramsdale now. Like, he's made a risky career jump and it's not worked out. It looks like he's going to be Championship next season.
Going to be on for another relegation.
That's it, yeah. I think just David Raya deserves recognition for how good he's been, and the fact that his team has kind of let him down this season in terms of discipline. You know, they've been down to 10 men numerous times.
Injuries as well.
That's it, yeah. And I just feel like, he's just been really good. So
yeah, I mean, it's a good shout. I didn't put him in because I do think he's decent.
Yeah.
To me, it's not a surprise.
I feel like he surprised me because of how good he has been. I feel like he's good, but I think he's like world class.
He's showing it.
Yeah, in the Champions League as well.
Who have you got in 10th?
I've got Tyler Dibbling.
Okay. Southampton.
So he's just burst onto the scene, as Michael Rich would say. He's already got a goal, and he just turned 18.
That's crazy.
So, considering how young he is, he's probably one of the brighter sparks in that team, and obviously he's on the bench at the moment because they've got other players around. But when he's on the pitch, he's quite direct. He runs at players. He gets the odd goal. And I feel like it's a bright spark in what is going to be a really bad season for Southampton.
And I think next season we're doing good as well, getting in the Championship, because that normally accelerates players when they're already above the rest, and they're so young. They just have a cracking season.
If he's shining now, how good can he be? Next season, because you might get a move.
Yeah,
you never know. You might get a move.
Chelsea 40 million.
But Southampton probably want that just because it's English.
Yeah,
it's one to watch out for in terms of an England perspective as well.
Fair enough.
On to 9.
Yep.
I've gone Danny Welbeck.
Okay. That's low, I think.
I think that is quite low.
Compared with the other players I've got in this list, I don't think it's that low.
Okay.
But like I said, his age, he's 33, 34.
Yeah, 33.
He's keeping up with Salah in terms of goals, both on 6.
That's
obviously,
nice,
Salah's far clearer of the player, but considering Welbeck's known to be injury prone, he's past his best. To be on par with Salah in terms of goals speaks a lot.
He's been very inconsistent as well, isn't he? Sometimes, when he was younger, he was very inconsistent. As he got older, he sort of aged like a fine wine, to be honest.
Yeah. And considered he's meant to be this injury prone striker who had his potential ruined.
Yeah.
Like I said, to be up there with that calibre of player in terms of goals speaks a lot for
He's quite big.
Yeah, fair enough. Number 9, I've gone with Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
Okay.
West
Ham player, Jesus.
Yeah, I've watched West Ham numerous times this season, and for me, every time he gets the ball, he seems to be driving the attack forward. Passing has been quality. Usually he's passing it down at Man United, give the ball away constantly, but obviously defensively he's been sound. He's been drilled past once this season. He's crazy how good he is at defending, and I feel like he's getting that attacking game to his thing now. He's dribbling, he's getting down the line constantly. And I think he's thrived, to be honest, this season. Even though the team hasn't in general, West Ham have been shocking.
Oh, don't.
He's been their bright spark. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember going on what you're saying about his attacking. He was quite memed for that at Man United.
Yeah.
And he's actually, like you said, being considered one of our best going forward, which says a lot. But how many have you got as 9th?
I have Evan Nilsson.
Okay.
Now, this is more towards recency, hence why he's quite low down. Obviously, he had quite a slow start. He didn't get a goal. And then I feel like as soon as he got that first goal,
floodgates open.
He has only got 2, and last week he did get a last minute goal, and it was a header. But you go apart from that, he's actually, if you watch Evan Nilsson as a striker, he's actually going to be one of the better strikers in the league at some point.
He passes the eye test, basically.
He does. And the thing is, he's only 25. So he's
older,
no, he's 40 million from Porto. It's Bournemouth's highest ever paid signing.
Right, on to 8th position. I've got Raul Jimenez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like he's been alright. He's not been better than Welbeck in my opinion, but
The reason he's there is because obviously people thought he was finished, like he can't perform anymore.
Yeah.
But at Fulham, he's had sort of a little mini revival.
Sort of last season as well, like the last 10 games he was sort of looking good as well.
He's got 4 goals this season and an assist. That assist being that filthy little bit of skill.
Yeah, that was
insane.
Yeah.
But he's showing glimpses of his old self, and obviously Fulham do have other strikers, but he's just showing that he can be relied upon when needed.
He's kept that Melise out of the side. He had a really good season last year. So.
And if you compare it to how he was, what was it, 2-3 seasons ago?
When he first joined Fulham.
So for me, just to see how good he's getting after those really poor levels is a positive surprise for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Number 8, I went with John Duran.
Oh, low.
Yeah.
Quite low.
Yeah. I feel like he's been a good impact sub. I don't think he can be any higher for me because he's not started yet. It's not started again in the Prem. Yes, he's done well off the bench. Done well in the Champions League as well. But I just feel like there's been players that have been better than him this season, and so it's this low. But yeah, he's done well. Great impact sub. He looks very direct as well. Like when you normally sub off one of your best players, Ollie Watkins, it's hard to get them levels, but he seems to bring them levels when he comes on.
I think he's still young.
Yeah, and I think he deserves a better team to be at, to be honest, in terms of game time.
Should have joined us.
Yeah.
Every goal that man scored makes me more and more upset.
Yeah.
Did he score against you?
Yeah. That dagger to
First
my
game
eye,
of
that
season.
one. I was like,
Yeah.
he was doing the hammer sign on live, and I'm just upset now. How have you got at 8?
I have Liam Delap.
Oh, that's another bit.
Now he's got 5 goals this year.
Which is good.
For an Ipswich side that hasn't got a win.
Yeah.
They've drawn 3 games, and if you told me last year that Liam Delap would be in the top 5 for most amount of goals in a season, I would have laughed at you because I didn't rate him.
Yeah.
Like for Hull and stuff like that, he was good, but I didn't. But when he went to Ipswich, I went, oh, there's a bit. I don't know how he's going to be, but
Risky.
he has lived up to kind of the hype that he had when he left City when he was younger, and is from when he was in the Championship, because it was a lot more physical. He's got used to that physicality, brought it into the Premier League, and now he's been physical against some of the best defenders in the world.
And he's very quick as well. Underestimate how quick he is as well. Like, he's so powerful when he runs. Yeah.
There's also a stat with Liam Delap. I was going to mention it a bit later on in the video, but he's the 5th XG overperformer in Europe.
Okay.
So he's scoring 3.5 goals more than he should be
Fair enough.
in the whole of Europe.
Takes his chances.
Yeah.
So
does take his chances.
that's why he's going to be a little bit higher up for me. A little spoiler, but he's a bit higher up for me.
Fair enough.
Right, on to 7th now.
Yep.
I've gone with Luis Diaz. Probably a little bit out there, but I just remember when Slot was rumoured to be taking over, obviously he's there now, but people were saying, is Luis Diaz going to get dropped in terms of Gakpo?
Yeah.
And for me, Luis Diaz has just made the left wing spot his own.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you're moving him from that left wing spot. Obviously Nunes can play there as well. There's been no chat about Nunes playing out there.
No.
Obviously he's got 5 goals, 2 assists, 5 progressive carries per 90, 5 shot creating actions per 90, and he averages about 3 shots a game. So he's
busy.
Yeah, he's contributing a lot to that. And obviously Liverpool are so dangerous going forward anyway.
Yeah.
But this year they're just dangerous in general. Yeah. And he does help that.
Number 7, I went with Nicholas Jackson.
Jackson.
Yeah. I think he handled a lot of stick from last season. You know, new signing, adapting, can take time, and I didn't really rate him. I didn't really think he'd be good this season, but he surprised everyone. So he's got 6 goals, 3 assists this season in 9 starts. Not only can he score, he can create as well.
Yeah, his link up with Palmer.
Yeah,
it's
really dangerous. It's dangerous.
It's really good.
And I just feel like he's been much more clinical this season. It showed that sort of killer instinct that I don't think anyone else think he had. Yeah. He's stepped up now, and hopefully he can continue this. And it's not just a purple patch. You want to see a season of good form, and it looks like he's heading that way. And Chelsea are probably aiming for top 4 this season. He can definitely be that striker that can get in there.
He's found a manager who can trust him in Maresca.
Yeah.
And kind of can rely on him, and I think
That says a lot for a player, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
for someone who like, oh, you're going to start every week a striker, go do your thing.
How many of you got a 7th?
I have Amadou Onana, let's not get his first name wrong.
Yeah.
I think I knew he was a good player, but I didn't know how good he could be because obviously he was quite like, I don't know what the word is, but he's quite limited at Everton.
Yeah, he was just there to be that defensive one in front of the defence.
He's gone to Villa and
he's got a bit more
he's probably their best midfielder at the moment for me, for the role he plays. I don't think anyone can really get over him.
Yeah.
If we go for he's got 2 goals in the league, 11 interceptions, 9 clearances. He's a proper box-to-box player. It's the attacking wise that you think.
He has added a bit to his game.
Yeah,
that's fair enough. I'm not annoyed.
Tino Marie's
Yeah.
for you.
Right, on the 6th, probably a little bit of recency bias, but I've gone Brennan Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah. Have you got Brennan Johnson at 6th?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he had that purple patch where he scored what, 7 in 7.
Yeah.
It's just showing how like clinical he is now. He's not just that winger who can just run.
That's it.
It's just showing he's more direct, and that really helped Spurs' play.
Yeah, I feel like he'd been much better than Kulusevski.
I think
Kulusevski's come to a more midfield role. He's played really well. But yeah, Brendan Johnson has been much better than Kulusevski. And yeah, I just feel like he's been class, as Lee was saying. So, did you go number 6?
6, it would pain me because if you remember in a transfer video once, the grading I rated this signing of
I remember that.
Morgan Rogers.
Yeah.
Oh.
He hated it, he thought he'd flop everything.
So
That's been good to be fair.
I thought he was just a big lump that couldn't do much at Middlesbrough.
Yeah. It's not so much the stats either, it's because obviously he doesn't get much goals and assists.
No, he's got 2 goals, 2 assists.
That's it, but I feel like he deserved way more, you know, guarantees expected assists, expected goals of sky high because he's been crazy good for Villa this season.
He's quite skillful as well for a big guy. If you actually watch him, he's got... He's about 6'2" or something like that. Yeah, clarify it again, but he's a big boy.
Yeah. Fair enough. Should we go on to 5th?
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
I've got Nicholas Jackson. And you sort of took the points that I was going to make.
Yeah, okay.
I'll just put him a little bit higher, just because, like I said, the link up with Palmer,
yeah,
he can create as well. And I remember when he was at, was it Villarreal he was at?
Yeah. He
was sort of that hold-up striker and could also get into the box. And now it's just translating into the Premier League.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, nice, short and sweet one. My 5th one's Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah, fair enough. I went with Dwight McNeil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah, he's playing very well. He's Everton's highest average rating player this season, 7.5. Got 3 goals and 3 assists in the league. He's created 7 big chances as well, so if they had a better finisher, guaranteed he'd have way more assists than he has now. And yeah, I just feel like he's been such an important player for Everton the past few years. And
he is good for Everton. Whenever I watch Everton play, well, it's normally highlights. McNeil's always involved in something.
Yeah, and I think he's just been so good and sort of really keeping Everton afloat this season, and I feel like he'll do that for the rest of the season.
Keeping Sean Dyche's job.
That's it, yeah.
How have you got?
I have John Duran.
Oh, okay.
I know we have touched on him before, but he has 4 goals this year, comes off the bench, and obviously you know the quality of player. He is only 20. Which is mental.
Yeah.
Like, it is absolutely mental how young that man is and how good he is.
That's also touched on John Duran as well. He only has 2 shots. He has 2 shots per game, and he averages. He averages 26 minutes per game. So he's getting 2 shots. So he's so busy for how limited time he gets.
I think that's Villa in general though. Villa are quite an
but
team,
it just tells the story that he needs to move. Like he's doing too
should
much.
have signed with us. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
should have signed with us. Yeah, touching on John Duran and his minutes played.
Yeah.
Did some research, and he's got the 3rd best minutes to goal ratio in Europe.
That's it.
He's above Kane and Mbappe.
This is why he should have moved. That's what we're saying.
Insane. Yeah. Right, so should we go on to 4th?
Yep, go for it.
With everything we just mentioned, I've gone John Duran. No need to talk on it. I've got him 4th because of that minutes to goal ratio. When I saw that, I was like, yeah, he's going up in my list.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'll say mine because we've already touched on this man as well. Nicholas Jackson.
Yeah.
I've got him 4.
I went with Danny Welbeck.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's 6 goals, 1 assist, and 9 starts. And I feel like for the side fighting for Europe, and you're still one of the first names in the team sheet at 33 years old, it just shows how good you've been. It sort of reminds you of Pascal Gross when he was at Brighton.
Right, should we go on to 3rd?
Yeah, top 3.
I've got Danny Welbeck.
Oh yeah, as well. Right, I've gone with Chris Wood, and I'm just going to have a little mini rant. Right, I said this in the underrated video. After that, everyone's posting how good he is. Sky Sports posted how good he is.
We haven't heard the end of it, by the way. He just
No,
keeps going.
I'm sorry, I'm not having it.
Weeks.
I'm not having it.
Weeks.
I'm like, oh yeah, Chris Wood, look at his stats.
Yeah, no, he's definitely been class.
And then all the football content people on Instagram, oh.
He probably had a good game, and then that's what everyone. Yeah. I know what you mean though. Like when I was editing it, and I was looking at the goals, as you said, over the seasons. He's been with Burnley. Newcastle obviously weren't great, but he's just been class for years and just been underrated. So
Chris Wood's got 7 goals in 9 games for Nottingham Forest, who again have been a surprise package.
In
general.
And he's only scored more goals than only Palmer and Haaland have scored more goals than him since Nuno took over.
That's it. Right.
So arguably the 2 best players in the league have done better than him.
Yeah.
Number 3, Josko Gvardiol.
Yeah.
I feel like he's been one of our best players this season. He's got the highest average rating in our team. Going forward, he's been a revelation, to be honest. Like no one expected him to be this good going forward.
For a guy of that stature as well.
He plays like a winger or something like that. He's bombing forward.
Do you know that goal against Wolves?
Yeah.
Was that on his weak foot?
Yeah, where he cut in.
On his weak foot.
And against Newcastle as well, he put it past Pope on his right foot, I think.
But both-footed.
That's it. Yeah. He's both-footed. He can shoot from range as well. He's got a few in the Champions League where he's scored from long range against Real Madrid. That was last season, but yeah, I just feel like he's been class. Really good defensively as well. It's a bit shaky last season, but this season he's been top.
Should we go on to our second surprise player?
Go for it.
Probably a little bit higher. Going off everything we've said, I've got the end of that.
Yeah, that is very high.
That is very high. It's just, considering who I have.
To be honest, it was
he
just.
Didn't even get my list, to be honest.
It was just that XG overperformance for me. You think he's overperforming that in the team he's in?
Yeah.
And it's across Europe. That for me was probably pushed it up, but it's probably a little bit too high. So comments, I'm sorry.
Brian and Burma.
Yeah, same. Yeah, Brian and Burma.
He has 8 goals.
He's only behind Haaland.
In 9 starts.
In nine games, 8 goals. He is since Tony left. And then I know he done this when Tony
was there
and was banned. But he's really come to shine this year that how good he is, and he's only 25.
That's it.
Some of the goals he scored technically as well are actually outrageous.
Brilliant.
And he's also, he's saying about Tony, they've suffered as well because the man's got no assists. He's created 5 big chances and no assists.
No assists.
If there was a Tony on the end of that, he could have had 8 goals and 5 assists.
They haven't replaced Tony. They've kind of just shifted. They've shifted. Is it Johan Wissa? They've shifted.
Yeah, but that's only because Igor Thiago's out till Christmas.
Yeah.
So maybe when he comes back,
could
be different.
For me, Brentford have sort of gone to the Premier League. No Tony, no problem. Like they've just they coped really well without him.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just credit to Thomas Frank as well because I
He's
feel like year on year Brentford are just solid. They're just solid throughout. Never going to be too much trouble. So yeah, I went with Mbeumo, same as you, Cal.
Yeah, he's actually linked with signings to Arsenal. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Newcastle and Liverpool.
I've heard like Semenyo as well been linked with Arsenal as well.
Yeah, that's
Semenyo.
Yeah,
that's insane. Talking of Brian and Mbeumo, I'm number 1.
Yeah, I think fair enough. He's second for me, so yeah.
There's a stat here that for me put him at number 1. So you know how I said Liam Delap's the 5th best overperformer in Europe? And Mbeumo's first with 4.2.
Jeez.
XG overperformance. So he's scoring 4 more than he's meant to.
He's doubling.
Yeah. Clinical. He only averages 2 shots per game as well, Mbeumo.
Yeah.
So he's got 8 goals.
What's that?
Yeah, it's just nuts.
Who have we got as our top spot, lads?
Chris Wood. Yeah.
Thank you, boys.
He's just been class.
Former Millwall man, I have to put him up there.
I can't put him 10th.
No, he has been class,
Yeah.
especially for a Nottingham Forest side that was expected to underachieve. They've overachieved as a team, and as individuals they've all been brilliant, but he's been the pick of the bunch.
Barely got out of relegation last year, and now look at him. Nuno's just took him to a new level.
Right, so that's the end of the video, guys. Before we sign off, we just want to thank you so much for 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
As you can tell, we're just 3 lads that record in their bedroom.
Yeah.
For this channel to reach the audience it has, it's great. Like, just keep pressing subscribe, keep sharing our videos.
Keep watching our videos, man.
Keep watching it.
All we can ask for.
Obviously, interact with us on social media. Follow all our social medias. See you in the next one. Catch you later. We'll see you.